Tastes alright, right? Just give it a go. Honestly, it's still slightly warm as well.
Don't try this at home. We're trained professionals.
Yeah.
That's a lot of leaves, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Frisbee it, Sam.
That was rubbish.
We can't fill up with that yet. Hit it, Matt.
I like it.
Whoa! And see, this is what I love about aquarium building. This morning, there was nothing here. This was an empty tank sat over there.
Yeah.
And now we've created this, and it already looks good without fish.
It's going to look so cool.
I'm a bit excited.
A little bit. One bay. Filter media bay.
Part of me does quite like it when I'm like starting it and you're doing stuff. I don't know why. Do you do that on purpose?
No, I don't know.
So,
it's just my brain. I can't stand still for long.
we've already done an 8-foot tank. And we've done a 3 and a bit foot tank, but nearly 4.
But you can't see?
You can't see. No, I'll B-roll it.
All right.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's here, overlaid.
Magic. Now, today, we're doing a 4-foot tank with the discus fish, which is what we said we were going to do ages ago, but Matt went and had a baby, which is very selfish of him.
How inconsiderate of me.
I know. But he's back now.
I'm back.
And away. In blue.
Well, normally I wasn't, was I? There was a few videos where you came in and I was like that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
In civilian clothing.
Speaking of clothing, more on that later. So you know what's quite cool is whilst we've actually been stood here, Matt spotted that there's a cave that we've built that's been built down in the bottom. We're not sure which fish, but we've got a feeling, haven't we, Martin?
Yeah. It might be the MTV cribs.
MTV cribs. It's the cribs. I think it's the cribs anyway. Look, I mean, they're hanging around. And that cave there is like perfect size, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, I think, you know, when you look at the jewels, they're too big to go in there, I think.
Yeah, but they would make caves?
Yeah, they would probably do a similar thing. They would obviously, if they want somewhere to breed, they'd hollow somewhere out to get underneath. So yeah, they would do the same thing. And then the bristle noses, but the bristle noses wouldn't need it that deep. So I think the cribs are the only option, really.
Is it male that makes a cave or a female?
I knew you. I think it's the female. Female entices the male? Yeah, I can't remember.
Teamwork?
Yeah, teamwork.
Because these two are doing something. Obviously, that's not a female. So
that's a female.
That is a female.
Yeah.
I meant to say.
And then there's a male above. So yeah, it's quite.
Could be those two, couldn't it?
It could quite possibly be.
Anyway, today we're building.
Yeah.
Today we're building a tank for the discus.
Yep.
Are we ready to go?
I think so.
Oh, sweet.
We've got plinth, we've got a tank, we've got filter media.
Plinth, that sounds a lot fancier than stage.
Plinth.
Yeah, because Martin built a plinth last time and we just thought it looked so good on this. And he's done it again.
What can I say?
This is Martin.
I can build anything.
And this is Sam, Martin's missus. But anyway, enough about the other tank. We are starting in this section area.
Yeah.
So this is like the hardscape zone, yeah?
Yes, hardscape zone. Oh, I like it. Zone.
I've got a light on. Is that too bright? I think it's alright, isn't it? Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, I'm a bit well pasty, but yeah, alright.
Yeah, we've got all hardscape rocks here. Is this where we're going to have all the botanicals? Because that makes sense, doesn't it?
Eventually what we've got to have is once we've got rid of this stand in the corner, we'll have all the botanicals in this corner as well. So yeah, it should all tie in really nicely.
And our tank is
over there.
Why is it blue, Matt?
I probably haven't changed the lighting on it since it was set up as a dry run saltwater aquarium.
I'm not sure blue and Blackwater go together.
Blue and black goes together.
Blue and Blackwater.
Oh, Blackwater, no, blue and Blackwater. Blue and black goes together though.
That's true. Okay, yeah. We need to move this tank though, don't we? And it's not going here. I mean, this could be the area for all the botanicals.
This is what we're thinking, so that's why we want to move this first. And then we've got that shelf, and we've also got the shelf that all the saltwater stuff's on, which the saltwater stuff's moving over to the other side of the shelf. There's a lot of moving to be done over the next few weeks, so yeah. Once we've got some space, then we'll...
Right, let's move the tank and we can talk about it. It's going over here, look, because this is where Martin made the plinth.
Yeah.
And then we can have this whole area as a showcase for blackwatery stuff. Botanically goodness. Let's move it.
Yeah.
Cue the montage of I like to move it. Oh no, I'll get demonetised. I like how I've just got out the way when the heavy lifting has started.
Standard.
But I'm not covered by insurance.
Nope. If we put the door through the socket,
yeah. Straight back, knees bent.
You can hold that stand.
Oh.
Rah, 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 you put your left.
Right, which way are you tilting?
Whichever way you want.
You tilt towards your
I
right.
might wee myself though.
You tilt right, I'll tilt left.
Did you wee
Because
yourself?
it's pushing on, pushing on my bladder.
Jesus.
Are we holding from the door?
I'm holding from the very bottom now.
Oh my good.
Cool. They say after you've had a child, you do wee a lot. So you can't.
Here we go. Oh,
Can you go that way? I can go here. No. No.
We'll go out that way.
Yeah, we'll go that way.
And then do a pirouette. To me, to you, to me,
And
to
if we
you.
spin round here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Pivot. Pivot.
There we go. That's much more turning circle.
Pivot.
We got it.
Oh, that worked all right.
Pull back down.
Okay. So if you're wondering where the glass is, I don't know if you caught it on a time lapse there, but both the glass is on trolleys. I say both because that's the tank and that's the sump system. We're going to talk all about that in a minute because I have never used a sump before, but Matt's a pro, so is Martin. All good. A little bit Lauren Hardy. Lauren Hardy here, so I've got to record.
You need to go that side of the plug.
You might be noticing that the glass is filthy. We will attempt to clean this at some point.
But it's only going to get dirtier before it gets cleaner.
Yes, and I've already said the best way to clean a tank is just to fill it up with water
Throw things at it.
and get cross.
Yeah.
Is everyone calm?
Everyone's calm.
Good.
Yeah.
I might not be by the time I try and get my hand in here.
See, we just put the tank on. I was like, right, let's go, and then I forgot. Yeah, it's all got to be plumbed in and this
Not
thing.
used to it, are you?
I'm not used to this. This is no small internal filter.
No. Not used to professional grade.
100% right. Right, the tank has been sort of cleaned. It's so hard to clean at this stage. We're not worried about that. As I always say, this is not a tank cleaning channel, it's a tank building channel. That's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. The lighting is up, we're all plumbed in. Let's talk a little bit about the tank though, if we can, Matt, because I am, like, I know this bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The glass bit.
What's this bit go? What's this weird thing?
So that's the weir.
Okay.
So the water overflows over that.
Yeah.
And you can see there's two outlets out of the tank, I suppose you would say, in the back there.
Yeah.
The higher one and the lower one. So the water runs through the weir, down through the pipework, and then it obviously ends up in our sump. So you can see we've already put the filter socks in the back there, which is your mechanical filtration. So they're going to catch a good majority of the debris and dust and bits and pieces. And then you've got your return. So we haven't actually plumbed a pump into this yet.
Oh, I
so
see.
that one will live in this end chamber. So the water comes down through here, over the baffle here. This will be full of biological media, so ceramics or plastic media, depending on what we put in it.
Yeah.
Up over this baffle here, pump sits in there, and then the pump chucks it back up.
Well, hang on, what's this section?
So that's another fancy section. That is an auto top-up.
Oh,
So what you can do is you can put a little auto top-up pump in there
Yeah.
with a little, what do they call it, like a float valve, and then it will top up the water as it goes. So as evaporation happens.
So just so I can understand, for anyone else who doesn't know about sumps, the fact that that water from there is getting pumped up tops this up, which then causes the overflow, which means it goes back down into the system. So providing you haven't got more than a certain amount in the system, it can't overflow because
there's not enough
there's
water
not
in
enough
the
water.
system.
Yeah, yeah.
And this will only ever obviously drain down to
that point.
Yeah, to that point where you can see the back of that. So it'll only ever drain down to a certain amount.
So it should be completely safe.
Absolutely, it is if you don't overfill your sump.
Okay.
So
and even if you do, the only bit that's going to spill is the amount you've overflown.
Yeah, so it's going to be a few mil. It's not going to be very much at all.
Okay.
But yeah, we very rarely, I say very rarely, we never really have problems with it as long as you top it up sensibly.
Okay. And what is this tank?
It's a Aquarian 1200, so it's a 4-foot aquarium, obviously systemised. All opti-white glass, I believe, on the front. So
Right,
yeah.
we were just saying actually, this is quite clever. This little shelf that they've built in at the top, you can put your plugs onto, and everything can come up to that. Really nice little simple thing.
Yeah.
That you don't really see in other ones, do you?
And that's it. And the same with the sump. So we haven't got them in at the moment, but the sump has glass sliding covers in the front here normally.
Oh yeah.
So there's no evaporation, because on a saltwater aquarium, what you'll find is obviously the saltwater rusts all the hinges. So having those two glass plates in there stops a lot of evaporation as well. So yeah, they're a really smart aquarium. They're really sleek, really well thought out.
Okay, and what is the light?
So the light are actually marine lights that we've started using on a few freshwater displays. These are TMC photons. So they're a reef photon, But because you've got 6 or 7 colour channels in the light unit, you can mess around with them and sort of fine tune the colours. So we don't use a lot of blue, we use minimal blue, but you max out on the reds and the whites so that you get that real sort of nice freshwater look from it.
I'm trying to see if I can get a reflection. But no, what we got in there at the moment?
It's 5% on all the blues,
Yeah.
and then 80% on the red, and then 100% on the white, I believe, at the moment.
Because we've got a nice warm colour there.
Yeah.
Which is going to suit the Blackwater scape a lot. Oh, this is going to be so cool. First thing we're going to do, what are we going to do first? We need a substrate, don't we?
Yeah, substrate is probably a good idea to start
We're
with.
not going full planted or anything, are we?
No.
Well, you were talking about Amazon swords and I was talking about Anubias.
Yeah, so it depends what it looks like. I was thinking, you know, if we're going to have maybe one little bit of planting or a couple of little spots of smaller planting in there, I was thinking Amazon swords or, like you said, Anubias. Personal preference, really.
The thing is, if we do if we do swords, I need to get those nutrients in. I suppose I could add root tabs after.
Yeah, we could do a few root tabs in the back. We don't
Yeah,
need to do full substrate,
No,
just
we
a
don't,
couple
do
of
we?
root tabs in the back. And yeah, you just have a couple of nice pots of Amazon swords in there. And then, you know, Discus, Tetras, they're all from the Amazon.
That's true.
So I don't know if putting an African plant in there might destroy me a little bit inside.
All right, we are putting Anubias, all right? No, we're not. I don't. Well, whatever. We'll see.
I think what looks good. This is all about the scape, to be fair. This is more about the scape. So I think once we got the sort of
Structure.
once we got it in there, we can have a look. If we need a pop of greenery up the top, then yeah, maybe some Anubias. We've got some nice. I think we've got some of the Java ferns, the tridents, and the. Can't remember the one that's all sprinkly.
Windelov.
Windelov, that's it. So we got that one over there.
Also got that. We've also got the Peace Lily and the Monstera. Remember?
Yeah.
Just go up there. I think it'll look wicked.
Yeah,
And
that
then
would be nice.
Maybe we can get a light up there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we can definitely put a light up there.
That'd
We
be
can mess
wicked.
around with something.
Because there's already one light there for this area.
Yep.
And then one over that. Oh, it's just good. Right. Let's just get started and let's get a substrate in.
What substrate are we going for?
Oh, okay. We want to go. I think we want to go for something a little bit lighter.
Yes.
'Cause it always works quite well. I've seen in a Blackwater scape.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's so dark.
Yeah.
We're not going to see anything. Plus, the cories will look good on it. If we're putting.
What cories?
Are we not putting cories?
Maybe not.
We've discussed. We've got some South American catfish. They aren't cories. We'll go there later.
Okay. It's your tank, guys.
It's
You're
not.
the
It's
fish
not.
guy.
It's our tank.
Well,
Ours.
I wasn't consulted on any of this.
No, but that's why we've discussed it yesterday, and we've got all these ideas that we can put to you.
Okay.
But you don't like us talking about it off camera, so we haven't talked about it off
Okay.
camera.
Okay. I'm up for anything you guys think.
Got a hole
You're
in that
always
one.
right.
There is a hole in that one.
This is all the new UK sourced stuff, and I don't know how that would look.
That's
It's
very
a bit
light.
granity.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I feel like we need more of a yellow tinge.
Maybe
I
that.
mean, we've got the yellow tinge.
The blush brown.
The blush brown.
Blush brown could work.
That one would mix in well with our one.
I feel like the blush brown is too dark. That one's too grey.
I
need
think
the
that
mid
one
tone.
looks like granite. I don't know.
Where you go? Should I follow?
Come on.
The traditional substrate area.
That's the grey one.
Where's my favourite?
It's not here.
Oh
I
no.
know, this is what I thought when I came in this morning. But... Oh,
With the tannins, it would probably work.
It would
because
pop
it would actually
really
it would
well.
actually go brown.
Yeah.
It would.
and it's going to have leaf litter on it, and it's going to have
Yeah.
scatter gravel, salt bay gravel.
I think that'll be. I think
I
that'll
think that'll
work
look really nice actually.
Yes.
That pure white.
because it won't be white once
No.
we've got all in what we want it. Plus the lighting we can adapt as well.
I think
Yes,
that'll
let's
look
just
sweet.
do it. Let's
Yeah.
just do it. If we've got to add in some other stuff on top, we can.
Well, yeah, we've got to do scaper gravel anyway, and like a nice grain of scaper gravel on top of that would look really cool.
Oh yes. All right. Yeah.
Done.
Slice and dice. So one whole bag going in. What? How many kilograms is that?
20.
20 kilograms.
A whole 20 kilos. You going that side, Ian? Do you want me to-
I'm struggling with lighting. I mean, people know what it looks like to pour. This could be good B-roll though. That is so white. Yeah, but wait, Martin. The idea, right? The idea is that once the tannins are in,
Bag of sugar.
or something else.
I was going to go now.
It's the idea is that once
I suppose, but yeah, once it's got the
tannins,
Blackwater over the top of it.
the detail
Okay,
stones.
nice.
Plus we can adapt the lighting, then we can make it even a warmer lighter than it is, and that should, or it's going to look horrendous. So far, it's making the camera do weird things. It's made everything else go black around us. Look, then you, because I've got it on auto, but if I don't have it on auto, look.
It's very white, isn't it?
It's just pure white. It's going to be fine. It's
all white. It's all white.
It's going to be covered in leaf litter for a start, so we're all good.
It's all white.
Well, I've just taken the data off my camera and come straight back, and Matt says done. Yeah.
We were playing.
Loving it. That'll do.
Yeah, finished.
Just tell you what we could do for now. Is there any way we can turn the light intensity down just a little bit, because it's really struggling here.
And that means I've got to go into the settings and save it.
Is it a simple app?
Yeah, it is. I've got to connect to them first, haven't I? That helps.
Lower the intensity. I'll tell you when.
And I don't want to connect to the 8-foot.
How many have you got? How? Oh no, you've gone blue. Whoa.
Yeah, no. It's just where I've
No.
gone into
no,
it.
No. That's a bit too
That's
low.
off.
Although that could work for setting us up. That's it.
Right.
A little bit less.
More, less.
That's good. That's good. I can work with that.
You're happy with
right,
that?
Brilliant. Now all the audience can see what we're doing without it. Like, you know, you don't lose detail in the sand. Otherwise, it's just a white thing. Sweet.
Done?
Okay, but no, no, we're not done. That can't be done.
That's done, isn't it?
No. Okay. So what we're thinking is like twigs. We'll call these twigs. It's just easier. Or branches. One side there, one side here, and we will need something in the middle. Otherwise, I feel like it will look weird.
Yeah.
But something subtle.
Because then your peace lily can come off the top of one of these.
Exactly, and that will actually
And
add,
the roots will
that's
come
a
into
scaffold then
A scaffold, nice.
for the root system and stuff. Let me come from the front, because sometimes simple is
I don't
key.
know, that's looking
That looks good
very
already.
cool.
That does look
The only
good.
one I don't like is this cut leg
Yeah, the cut
here.
bit, yeah.
I think he needs to
Twizzle.
break the rest of them.
That works. Yeah, that works.
That works?
Yeah, we can put some plants or something.
Yeah.
Middle though. Middle will be too much, but it will be a swim area.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to remember there's going to be the discus in there, so they will inhabit that middle area quite nicely. And they're quite an imposing fish, aren't they? When you think you've got a good group of discus in there.
It's very symmetrical at the moment.
is.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
It needs something in that middle section, whether it be looping off from there and carrying it down. Do you know what I mean? Like an extra sprig.
Unless you keep it open on the right-hand
Right-hand
side,
side.
because that's the side you're going to view it from. Keep it open on the right and have the branches coming in from the left.
Let's try it.
Yeah?
Right, everything at the moment, yeah, you're right, Cheryl. Everything at the moment is going like very exact. We need more tension. Danny will like that, won't he?
He
'Cause
will like that. Yeah, he's not here, but he will like that.
Danny likes the whole tension. We just chuck stuff in, but he says, "Put
Yeah.
tension in the
Yeah, you've
rule
got-
thirds." And...
How are we creating tension in that?
Okay, so it's all going really flowy. You need something that doesn't go in such a good direction.
Do we need a little one in the right-hand corner? Little one in the right-hand corner, big ones in the left-hand corner.
I mean, like down here,
Yeah.
maybe. I'm thinking something more. Let's have more of a fiddle. Matt wanted to create tension, so he's decided that that was a good idea. Take it out.
It did create tension. I
Yeah.
saw it on your face.
Oh, it's just ugh. Right, so we thought that bringing this all the way across would just be too much, and it's too much more of the same. So we've gone for a littler one in this corner. I think that's working well because we've got an open area of sand at the foreground, haven't we?
Yep.
We've got loads of swim room actually. Look, it's quite a deep tank. So, hello. Yeah, I think this will work. Now the job is going to be to glue it all together.
Yeah.
This one is have to be glued to the glass, but that's fine. It can be scraped off. It's not going to damage anything. Let's do it.
Let's get on the glue in.
Right, so I've used cyanoacrylate super glue gel, which you can't. There we go. This stuff, and then there's a few key points that we've done it on, like one in the middle there, one there somewhere, and that'll actually lock it all together so that hopefully it doesn't just all come up. But also we need to put some rocks at the bottom to create like a riverbed sort of feel, and we'll glue to those as well.
Sorry.
Yeah, these river rocks.
These ones.
Right on cue.
Sorry.
Yeah, so those will. That's massive, Matt. Whoa.
I know, I was trying to get the little ones at the back. It's the mediums.
That's a good size.
Yeah, that's the ones I was going
Perfect. Right, we'll get those in, and then we'll glue those to that, and that should work nicely.
for. I've not done it on video yet.
Yeah.
Get
It's
Martin's
scary.
gonna add the rocks. We'll all do it together. But do you want to place them in, Mark? So
which one do you want to
there's
start
big
with?
time pressure.
It is. Yeah, just remember there was only a few hundred people will watch this.
What's the best way to
not
get?
many.
What's the best way to get started? Just get started.
Yeah. Just imagine everyone naked. I know I was talking in public now. That's not...
No naked fish making tank.
No.
Oh, he's gone for it. He's gone for it. He's gone big.
Yeah.
He's gone big quickly. Good choice.
Go big or go home.
Fantastic choice, Martin.
Check that out.
I have to say, that's good.
Yeah. Just one.
Just one and done. That's what they call him. Okay, right, Matt's turn. Look, we're proper doing this. Okay, where are you gonna go? It's like a game. I like it. I like it a lot. This beastly one, but
Yeah, I like the chunky
I like
one.
it, but I can't get in. Sometimes, right, when you're aquascaping, it's good to have something big in the foreground because it can create more depth because the stuff behind it then looks smaller.
Oh, I like it.
But remember, we can have some smaller pieces in front. I'm stepping off. Just smash the light.
Let me see it from that side. Hang on.
I was hoping for some direction from you guys whilst I was doing it.
Well, you're the professional, so we didn't think you needed it.
I couldn't. We really are the aquascaping team, aren't we?
It's an interesting concept. This.
We can truly say that we've all done this together.
We're all in. Anyway.
This together.
We're not wildcats.
The fact that you knew that was the Wildcat.
Sad, isn't it?
I didn't know the name. I just knew the song. Martin goes deep with the name.
Okay, I like what you've done there, Matt. I like what you've done there. I mean, threes are good. If you're going to do anything, put it with this
Yeah,
one.
I think that's it, isn't it? It's going to come into this little gap.
Nookie.
Yeah.
I reckon we just leave it at that for now. We can add more if we want to, but we can go botanicals. Oh, we haven't boiled any of them.
They're going to float.
I can't believe you haven't prepped for this.
Yeah.
It's almost like we didn't know it was happening.
Let's get the kettle on.
You've got a microwave.
Yeah, and a kettle. That'd be fine.
Okay, boil the water in a kettle into a bowl. Have we got a bowl?
We got a bucket.
Oh no, no botanicals yet. Scatter gravel.
Yeah, we did.
Scatter gravel. Go, hit it where you put it. Just do your thing.
I'm coming back down this end.
Don't worry about the background. We're not going to see that.
Fill this gap in a little bit. So I salt bathe them in.
Your move, punk.
Oh, I was at this end, wasn't I? I'm not. That's your rock. That's nothing to do with me. I want to put a few down here. Don't want 4 though. 4's just wrong.
Drop them, Matt. Best way to do it.
4's wrong.
Let them fall.
Where are we going? Yeah, the skills on it. Look at that. Yeah, we were like placing. Look how well placed ours, mine is. And then MD comes in.
You were
and
worried
just-
about making mistakes, right? You can't make mistakes with this.
That is looking smart. Yeah, that was what we were just picking, isn't it? Coloration.
Which ones?
Because you've got like a light brown, a
And you're
white.
behind the-
Very smart. I don't
That's
know
good.
what colour.
That one kind of matches the...
It does, doesn't it?
gravel
That
we've
matches
just
the
been
scatter
using.
gravel. The bigger scatter gravel.
Hit it.
3 guys, 1 cup. Look at the skill. They're just the wanton disregard for where everything goes.
That's the best way to do it.
There's some skill to it, I'm sure.
Nope.
Nope. I'm gonna go further back so we can get a full body shot of you.
Full frontal nudity.
Yeah. And that will bring down that brightness of that gravel as well.
So there is all the scatter gravel done. It's looking so much better, and the tank doesn't go all weird for lighting now as well. Matt's down here just preparing the botanicals that we're going to be using. We've got some oak leaves here that they harvested last year, and then we've got a load of focal points that we're going to be using as well. But let's get these in as a good bed first. But I just mentioned that we haven't actually soaked any of these. None of them are going to sink.
About this, did we?
We didn't think ahead. Problem is, if you put all that in now and fill up with water, as many of you know, it's all coming straight up, and yeah, it won't look good at all. So we need to boil up some water, which Matt has done. I'm still not convinced this will be enough, because I usually put mine in a microwave for like 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah, and then they sink straight away.
No.
But I'm going to trust you, and hopefully I'm wrong. Oh, the rock looks really good. Matt was using cereal stone to stir this, and now he's using a proper tool.
Alright.
Do it proper, as you were.
Yeah, as you were.
I looked down, he was like this.
It was quick. It was the first thing I had to hand.
Just utilising what's there.
Caveman style.
Is it sinking?
Yes.
I'm still not convinced, Matt.
Well, the proof will be in the botanicals.
That is a lovely piece of fogwood. It looks like there's a dragon. There's its mouth. And then it's his tail that comes around. Oh, okay, I'll have it. Matt is doing a float test.
Yeah, it sank.
It sank.
Yep.
Oh.
I've taken it back out now.
No, get a handful.
Get
I
a
want to see.
handful out of the boiling water.
Yes, if you can.
Thanks so much.
It's no longer boiling.
Still quite warm.
Are you a man or a mouse?
Mouse.
Not that much. I mean, we have to get them all up again.
Not if they float.
That'll do. Okay, the test.
Scoopy McScooperton.
Will they sink or will they float? Oh, I've just got masses of reflections currently. They are...
Sinking. Mostly.
When you say mostly, do you mean
Mostly.
a couple?
Look,
Yeah, they're starting. It's just air bubbles on them.
yeah, it's just air bubbles.
Okay, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Let's do it. This is quite a nice shot. Look, as you come around here, as soon as the glare goes down, look at that. We've got tons of detail going on. We've deliberately left space at the back because we want to put all the botanicals and that in that area, and then have a little bit of an open sort of path in the middle there. There'll be a good swimming area. Oh, it's going to look so good. To be honest, I think we can add the botanicals now. Matt's just asked me a question that I've never had before.
Would you like to use Tholumbo pods?
You didn't say pods initially, and I was like, you just like, do you want Tholumbos? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, we definitely want those. We definitely want the elephant ears. Gumbo pods. Matt, show me that again.
So you what?
The squidgy thingy,
How dark the water
darkness,
has gone.
everything. Look at this.
Can't see my hand. The bucket's only like, what, 10, 15 centimetres deep?
So the question is, do we put that liquid in, or do we let it leach slowly? 100% we put that in.
Yeah, I think you go with it, don't you?
It would feel like a massive waste to not utilise that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's going to properly make that dark water instantly, so yeah.
Right, start spreading the oak leaves. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, but oak leaf tea,
Yeah, oak leaf tea.
Matt, if I drink some, you have to.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's not the rule. If I drink some,
Look
you
at
have
it.
to. Hold it. Hold the camera. Are you in or are you out?
I've got a measuring cup.
Are you in or are you out?
Are we allowed to drink it, are we?
What do you mean allowed? It's up. You can tell who wears the trousers in your household.
A measuring cup.
Little
We're gonna do
measuring cup
a
of
shot
tea.
glass of oak leaf tea. To be fair, it does say online that it is good for you.
Google says yes.
Yeah, Google. It does say it's good
Are you
for
drinking it?
Am I drinking it first? Am I?
You don't have to. He's done it. He's done it. Is it tea-like?
It's earthy. To be honest, I'd drink it.
I feel like I've got to fulfil my role now.
Well, hang on, I've got wet hands.
I can hold it.
Martin's there.
Look at that. Like a proper vlogger.
It tastes alright.
Shut.
Be it one with the botanicals.
I tell you what, it tastes just like that Rubis tea.
Yeah.
Get us a cup. We'll have a full cup. Tastes all right, Ryan. Just give it a go. Honestly, it's still slightly warm as well.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah, I'll drink that.
This is when we all come down with something and no one's at work for like a month.
Well, no, it tastes alright.
Right.
Don't try this at home. We're trained professionals.
Yeah. So professional. Right, let's just start chucking it in. I'm thinking, Matt, that we need to keep like a nice sort of pathway, obviously at the front and that bit in the middle.
I don't know if you're going to get a choice, to be honest.
Actually, yeah, it's going to go where it wants to go, isn't it? It will settle where it settles, especially with the mass flow. Oh, actually, the flow depends on the size of pump that you put down in the sump, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we've got a 6,000 litre.
Jiminy, Martin, do we need a 6,000?
Possibly not, but we can always turn it down.
Oh, you can?
It's got a
Okay.
digital controller on it, so we
Okay.
can slow it.
All right, cool. Right, start loading in the botanicals.
There's a lot of leaves in here.
Yeah, but that's what we want, isn't it? Like, if you're going to do a Blackwater tank, you might as well go for it.
Already looks cool.
Already looks good, doesn't it?
That's a lot of leaves, isn't it?
Yeah. And you've only used, like...
Oh, like a couple of handfuls, and there's easily another dozen.
Yeah, that's it. Get it right in that back area, although we will have a lot of roots back there, but that looks cool the way it's doing. And that'll actually catch them in there
Yeah.
from the flow as well. Is she coming?
Yeah, she's here.
Flow.
Flo. Yeah, she's here.
No, not in the front too much. A little. I'm not liking that clump.
You don't like that clump?
No. I like that. You're going
is
for
that
this.
better?
Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes. Keep them coming. How much more have we got in there?
There's another couple of handfuls, I reckon.
Do we need more? I like what you've done there.
There's only one more handful, I reckon. It's going in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to go in.
That corner.
This corner.
Yeah, somewhere there.
like that.
What will probably happen is some of these will come in that area as well. Mind you, we've got the other leaves as well, haven't we? We've got all the other... Oh, look, there we go. Sam is right there ready. We've got Catappa. Look at the size of that.
The Thelumbo pods are a bit floaty though, so...
Okay, we can deal with the floatiness because my contribution... Oh, look at that.
That looks
That
rubbish.
looks... No?
Frisbee.
Yeah,
get
frisbee
on.
at Sam.
That was rubbish. That was awful. That can't go there.
No.
Oh, that can't go
Oh, that's
there.
quite good.
either.
No? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Not that this is gonna...
Matter, because
No.
it's going to go where it wants. This is literally a masterclass in botanicals. This is how you do it. I actually like that.
Yeah, that looked nice,
I like
didn't
that.
it?
I like that.
Got one more.
Okay. Doosh. I mean, you're not going to get the full sort of view of it at the moment, not until it's filled up with water
No, 'cause
anyway.
we're just throwing leaves at an aquarium.
That's quite nice though.
Yeah, the Thelumbo's are cool. Thelumbo's?
Hit it. That's good there, yeah, because it's a focal point.
Yeah.
See, these shapes, they give it the realism, I think. Because
Realism.
actually, these could be caves for a pistogramma, couldn't they? That's good. That's good.
You like that?
That's good. Yes, I love that. And actually works because it's just off centre.
And we're going to have to glue them down when they float.
Oh yeah. Well, they will sink eventually, won't they? We'll use some of the sticks to sort of
Yeah, I might be able to use some
lock
pebbles,
it in.
to be fair.
That's the lotus pod, yeah?
Yeah, that's one of the lotus pods.
Nice, man. I'm loving this.
And
This
then
is proper.
Do
This
we
is
want the
proper.
seeds as well, look?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, do it.
Scatter seeds.
Scatter the lotus seeds. Like little kidney
Any more?
beans.
Nice.
That's it.
That's how we do it. Right, it's a case of filling up and getting some flow going. We can't fill up with that yet. Add that at the end because I love that thing when you do the pour and it stays kind of separate from the main water and then it just blah, blah, blah.
Like it.
Let's fill it up.
Plants?
Oh, we want plants.
Well, do we? That's what I'm asking.
I think we should start without and then have a look.
Yeah, we can
Start
always
without,
add
we
them
can add them. Yeah. I think start like that and see if we want some green. But that green of that peace lily is going to take that whole corner up, and that might be enough. Plus the floating plants are green. Remember?
Oh yes, yeah.
We've got the
Forgot
frog
about
bit.
that.
We've got salvinia. But we might want a couple little, like you said, those little Amazon saws. They might look really good down there. So we're going to be filling it up, Matt. And you have got in your hand. I don't know what this is because I don't use this kind of stuff. But
So it's just a mineral supplement. So all it is, we're going to use RO water because our RO water is just behind us. So we're
Yeah.
going to use all RO water.
what's
And then-
RO water for people that don't know?
Oh, sorry, yes. So reverse osmosis water is, the easiest way to describe it is really, really well filtered water. Everything has been removed from it, so there's really no mineral content, no nothing. So you're starting from a dead level. When you add this, you can add as much or as little of this as you want to bring your pHs, your hardnesses to where you want.
Okay.
So it's really
So it
simple.
is minerals.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
just
much.
minerals
yeah.
in a pot that you add in based on the amount of water volume.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
so it's
cool.
just easy to deal with, and yeah, it'll be nice clean water from the get-go.
Why are we using RO? Just we don't have to, do we? Because they're stank
No.
and Discus, so they're going to be all right.
They'd be absolutely fine on anything, to be honest.
But
The
just
re-
because you've got it available.
We've got about 800 litres in storage at any one time, so it's good for us to use it. And because this tank is going to be, what is it, 10, it's not very far, a few footsteps away from our RO.
That's the tank.
Yeah, our RO.
That's the RO.
So I can guarantee you, for sheer laziness, we are going to end up using RO quite often because the
Okay.
tap's on the other side of the shop.
Okay, let's just. But you know, it'll be the first time using it as well, so it'll be interesting to see. And obviously, when we were chucking all of that in, then it was very blasé and whatever. That's only because we know once we fill this up with water, it's going to kind of just go where it wants to anyway. But we kind of kept two main areas, you know. And it will float around, but after a day or two, it will find its own place and look really natural based on the flow. Pump is going in.
Yeah,
This is the mega pump, 4,000,
6,000.
6,000.
But we can turn it down to 4,000.
So that is the pipe that goes straight up. It splits off into a V. One goes one side there and one goes the other side. So it's the outlet. See, the more I'm watching you, the more I'm getting confident with this whole Sump thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that scary.
No, not at all. They're not scary. They are. I think once you, when you first start looking at it, it's a little bit worrying because you're dealing with two tanks of water
Yeah.
and one is draining into the other. So it is a little bit worrying. But when you realise that there's a lot of safety measures and this whole tank can't drain into that tank ever,
No.
it's fine.
Because when you look at it, you're like, well, that's at the top, that's at the bottom,
Yeah.
that's smaller. My house is going to be flooded.
Yeah, a lot of people do. But yeah, we sell a lot of systemised tanks, and you know, it's generally, harsh as it sounds, it's user error when it goes wrong.
Ooh. Ooh. tank is full. Our sump is also full. Matt's got the controller, I guess, for the pump. Let's go. Let's go. This is when everything just goes. We've just had off-camera catastrophe. This was floating a little bit, so we fiddled with it. The whole lot come up, but we've sort of lodged it. So it might move again, but it doesn't matter. We can. The good thing about all this is you can readjust it quite easily. So plus we've got a big piece of lily going in a minute, so we're going to be moving it anyway. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. Hit it, Matt.
I might get
Whoa!
less of that.
Oh, brilliant! That's ideal.
It's because it's been draining all that time into the sun without watching it.
There we go.
The leaves are coming. The leaves are coming up.
The leaves are coming up. They will do for a bit. Like we said, they're going to have to settle.
They'll have to settle in their own positions, won't they? That's the key.
Some people are going to say, is that too much flow for Discus? But we can adjust it, can't we?
Yeah, we can turn this down all the way down.
Oh no! Oh no!
There you go. That's what happened
There
last
it
time.
is. We'll fix that. Not a big. In fact, it doesn't look too bad. Oh. Okay, this is more than a disaster.
No, it's all right.
It's fine, isn't it? It's teething problems.
That's just the weir kicking in, so that's the water overflowing into the weir now, so that needs to settle out. Once that fills up, then we just got to sort that now.
They are so buoyant. Like, 'cause we've got rocks all over them. We just need more rocks. They're glued together, but they just need more pinning. But we'll be fine. To be honest, once that actually worked really well at Matt gluing it to the glass.
Yeah.
But I think once the piece lily's lodged in, and also it's got a metal hook on it, that'll actually hold it in place. So
Let's get
why don't we get the piece lily in?
Yeah?
And the pebbles over the top again. But let's get them all in.
Let's do it.
So Matt's currently got the whole thing on full flow. We're trying to clear out the water a little bit because we're seeing all the equilibrium and we just disturbed all the sand. I don't know if you saw then on the video, but trying to get the peace lily in, we uprooted everything. There's so much going on. Oh. Okay, so Matt's added in some filter floss just to polish the water a little bit more. We want to be able to get it nice and sort of clear before we add the tannins in. That doesn't have to be 100%. Actually, that looks so good with those rays coming through the water like that. It's going to look so good. The Discus is going to be so at home, Matt.
It's going to look proper wild, isn't it?
They're going to be breeding.
I hope so.
Because we're going to have the right pH with all these tannins.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and we've put the equilibrium in, which should be, in theory, the right pHs and hardnesses for them as well. So, yeah.
Oh, is it? What?
Yeah. So every dose of equilibrium you do brings it up 3 parts. So in theory, yeah, I've done a dose and a half, so it should be good.
Okay. Wicked. Like we said before, look, the leaves are kind of doing their own thing. We can't see too much, but they're good. Matt's got it on full flow. Or you've just calmed it down a bit.
A little bit. I've calmed it down a tad.
We put it on full flow because we want it to clear fast. But it looks so cool already. It's such a spectacle as well. This is the most common angle you're going to see it as you walk around the corner. The fish are going to be there soon. Oh, I cannot wait. We've still got the floating plants to go as well. Are floating plants all right with a weir, Matt?
They will get dragged into it, but as long as they're not small, as long as when we're looking at frog bit and the salvinia, they'll be absolutely fine.
Okay, cool.
We can always do a little bit of a sort of area for them to go, but yeah, they should be fine.
And see, this is what I love about aquarium building, like without getting too sort of, I don't know, wet, but like this morning, there was nothing here. This was an empty tank sat over there.
Yeah.
And now we've created this, and it already looks good without fish. That channel down the middle, we've got depth, we've got everything. I cannot wait now.
It's going to look so cool.
I'm a bit excited.
A little bit.
The tank is looking immense. It's really clearing up now. It's nowhere near as clear as it will be, but I think we should put the tannins in, shouldn't we? Has everyone agreed? We might as well do it now because when we put the tannins in, it will cloud up again. And it's going to need a little bit of time for that to clear with tannins. So Matt has got.
Main tank.
Oh, it's got to be main tank just for that.
You could pour it into the pump chamber. And
Oh, yeah, it would come through the pump chambers.
Right, you decide whatever you
I'm
think.
going
Matt.
main tank.
Oh, it's got main tank.
You ready?
Yes, I am ready. Oh, it's like wee water. Look at that. Yeah, so it's instantly adding that cloudiness, but we want that tea stain but crystal clear, and it will get there. But you normally have to wait a good few days for that.
Well, maybe not if I pour the sediment in.
Went a bit far.
It was clearing, but now what we're going to do now is just leave the whole. No, let's add some floating plants. We've got a ton. Oh, let's go show them the Salvinia collection that we've got.
Are you also forgetting something?
Oh yeah, we'll do the filtered media. Yeah.
Yeah, filter. There will be filtered media. We've got a load
That's
of
not exciting, is it?
It's not exciting at all. It is necessary. We've got a load of K1 going in, but also they're using media that we've got in other filters as well. So it sort of instantly seeds it, and we're going to be adding beneficial bacteria. So we're going to be completely covered. Plus the watchful eye of these guys,
Quadruple
testing every
whammy.
day, and yeah, everything.
It'll be fun.
Show us the floating plants because it's funny. This is all Salvinia, super healthy. Obviously we've had like warm temperatures, plus the lighting out here is high.
Yeah.
So those two combined just mean that it's really, really healthy. It's got great roots on it, so green. So we've got all of it.
Should we just go with all of it?
Oh my goodness, no. This is piling up here.
It's growing on top of itself.
And then we've got frog bit as well, haven't we? So
Yeah, we've got some frog bit inside.
idea being that this has got us more of the sort of, it's got sort of, they've always got like a brownish tinge to their roots.
Yeah.
They stay quite short, but then the frog bit goes really long. Let's have a look at the frog bit.
Let's go look at that.
So over here in the 110 that we made back in May, long time ago now, Matt slides open the cover. We've got some bits of frog bit down there.
All in the back corner, but yeah.
It looks the same from the top maybe, but they've trimmed the roots off some of them recently because they were trailing down, but you've just had some that have got some good roots on.
Yeah.
You'll see it all actually when we put it in, but yeah, we've got two options, bit of variety, plus the peace lily, more green, because what we're trying to do is keep the green on the top, aren't we?
Yes.
And then all brown underneath.
That's it, yeah. Two different segments.
Much more realistic as well as to their own environment of where these the discus are from that we're going to be adding.
Well, when you see the floating plants, they just cover all the light, don't they, in the wild?
Yes.
So, yeah, I think it'll look good.
Oh, we should also add, Sam has just added in the heater down here, so obviously discus temperatures. Well, you set it to, Sam?
28.
28 degrees, perfect for the discus. Right, Matt's got a load of frog bit. Did you just get this from the...
Yeah, 2 tanks. I got it from the other one and from our little tank over there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's
hit
got
it,
some
hit me
goods.
with him. So this is what we're talking about. The frog bit has got the really long sort of roots that come down and just add another sort of layer of depth and interest.
Like that
Hopefully
one
you can
there
see
is.
that. Oh, look at that, beautiful. It's like green jellyfish.
Green jellyfish, yeah.
And now for the Salvinia. Okay, how much do we want?
Trey? Like,
No, my name's MD, not Trey. Okay, that is a lot, but I think we need to do it. So the lighting's only set to 50% at the moment.
Yep.
So if we cover the surface, we should be able to put up to 100, which is basically what it's like out here anyway.
Yep.
This will just be nuts, but it will look good underneath it still. I don't know, we could try anyway.
Yeah.
It's all an experiment at the
well,
moment,
that's
isn't
it. We want to try it. Obviously, you want to leave a bit of space for the ripple as well. So
Yeah,
we've got
true.
to go, yeah, a bit of both, really.
Okay, that is a lot, but it should be good.
Well, yeah, because doesn't even look like I took any out.
No, it doesn't. Just took a
It
whole...
just filled itself back in, look.
Matt's took a whole tray.
And the tray, it just filled itself back in. Doesn't look like I removed any. I don't think we need that one.
No, we probably won't need that
We don't
much.
really need quite that much. Probably a couple of good handfuls.
Okay, right. Good thing about Salvinia is it kind of self-rights. That does look awesome straight away though. Oh, booty. And it's blocking out that central part, so we've got the light rays coming down. It's going to be so cool. The only thing is I don't want it flicking under like that.
My hand off.
Dip that one down.
Dip
Keep
low.
the one- But in theory, all the only ones that are going down are the new babies.
We can fine tune it as we go, but straight away I'm loving how it's collecting in the middle. And obviously we've got the 2 spouts coming out, which means we have those clear paths for the water, for the light rays to come. The fish are going to love this, aren't they? The discus are.
It's gonna look great.
And they'll be like, we're home, even though they've never seen the wild. But they
I remember when my grandpappy.
they do look like it, but they've never been out of a fish tank. But now they're going to feel like they've been home.
Sounds like a monster.
So here is the filter media going into just a mesh bag. Basically what I use with my aqua soil, isn't it? And that's just to keep it contained when it's down in the sump. Now some people are going to say, oh, the K1's supposed to be constantly rotating. It's still going to do a job, isn't it, Martin, to be fair? It isn't the most efficient way, is it? But it's still going to work. And there she blows. Are we now going to have too much water?
No, we should be alright.
Water levels look great.
Today.
La la la. It's now been 2 days since we filled it up. Maybe you can see. Let's step aside. Look, it's like clear. It's so clear, but it's still tinted, and that is the key. It's ready for fish, isn't it, Matt?
Yep.
Water parameters all good.
Yeah, water parameters all good. All mature media's in the Sump.
Let's show the Sump, because that was interesting what you showed me.
Oh yeah, we'll just go.
Okay. Okay, so we've got tinted water, obviously still down here.
Yeah.
We've had an air pump added to the filter media, like you said, just to make sure it's getting that. It needs air, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just the more movement and the more oxygen's going through the media, the more mature and the better bacteria you're going to get going in there. So yeah, we've popped a big air stone front and back so that that's bubbling up through the media.
Essentially, what you've done there is pimp my Sump.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So
And this sock already, look at it.
Yeah, it's caught all the debris.
And that's, the free floating, like, that's not even the fine stuff causing the tannins, is it? That's little bits of dead leaf and things like that.
Exactly, yeah. So that's catching all of that stuff, that just all the particles in the water, so it's made it real crystal clear.
Why is only one side like it and one side not?
So one's an overflow, so essentially one's like a, what would you say? It's sort of like a danger one. So if one blocks up, danger overflow. No, so if one blocks up, the other one kicks into gear. So in theory, it's just a fail-safe. If you ever have a problem with one blocking up, the other one can kick in. So yeah, it's just a bit of a fail-safe really. So you'll get 90% of the water going through one, only a little dribble through the other until it blocks up.
Okay, that's enough of that boring stuff.
Yeah.
It's fish time.
Let's do the cool stuff.
But it was important, we needed to explain it.
Exactly.
And I think that dirty sock is proof of how well it's working, is that, look at it. Monstera and the peace lily here, there's two. It's already started sprouting out like brand new leaves, so it's obviously loving the water. Let's fish up.
Let's fish up.
I've never said that before, and
No.
I'm not sure if that works.
That's the new one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
let's fish up. Oh my, it's staying because I've said it now.
I'm feeling a t-shirt coming on. Let's fish up. I'm not sure.
Will that catch on?
No.
Okay, where's the fish?
Where are we going first?
Oh, that's a point.
Where are we going first? Are we going...
I think we go smaller schooling.
Yeah.
So that then when we put Discus in, they feel more comfortable, maybe.
Yeah. They'll be out and about then, and the Discus will feel a bit happier. I think that's a good idea.
Have we chosen now? Because
No,
we were debating, weren't
We are
we?
debating. I think we've settled. I think.
I'm happy to do whatever you want to do.
I think we settled on the golds, didn't we?
We did go with the gold. I think the golds look good. Let's show everyone.
Let's have a look.
Because you've got to think that tinted water plus the golds should look pretty good.
Yeah, this is it. It's going to look really cool. So, we've got loads of options, but, they're going to stand out really well.
Yeah. And you got tons of them, so we can put like all of them in.
All of them, yeah. But yeah, we've got loads of other options. I can't remember what other ones we discussed.
We looked at also the...
That's the problem, we discussed so many.
We did this all off camera and we were like going through everything, weren't we? Every single tank.
Yeah. And then everyone had their own opinion, so it sort of threw a load more spanners in the works, because there was like another one and another one.
So, I kept saying about cardinals, and it's a no. It's 100% no, because it's done, it's been done.
It's done, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, they're lovely. They look really good in a Blackwater scape, don't they? They do really pop, but we want to try some different things. So, yeah.
So I think definitely the golds
I think
for
the
a
golds
start.
are definitely a way forward. I think they're going to real stand out in that tank, look really, really good.
But then, what about bottom, cories? Are we allowed to? I know Martin wants to use the catfish.
Yeah, we've got a few, but they can go in as well.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we've got... I can't remember which ones. Me and Martin said about some. What did we say about?
Right, let's
we'll
do that. Yeah, let's get the golds in.
Yeah.
And that'll be just a good start, I think.
Let's start with that.
Right, the first fish going in. Release the fish, Matt. Wow, that actually looks so cool. Awesome. Right, we need more. Lots more. No, that's a good little shoal. Look at that.
That is love.
Yes, and they're all decent size as well. So there's no way the Discus is going to be able to eat them, is there?
No, they're a good chunky fish.
And the Discus aren't like big yet either, are they?
No,
Which
they're still
we'll get
juvenile.
to them shortly.
Yeah,
And we wanted a second shoaling fish as well, don't we? Have we decided on that yet?
No.
Because we were looking at the Ember Tetras, weren't we? Because we're thinking
Yeah,
that
I thought
might.
the embers might be a little bit too small though.
Right. Okay.
And obviously, being orange, they might blend into the dark
Yeah, that's
water
true.
quite a lot.
So. Oh, but they look wicked. Look at them balling.
Yeah, they do look awesome. They almost look green in there. That like weird greeny gold coloration now looks amazing.
It's definitely sort of noticeable though. They're very punchy against the background and everything else. So that's good. More. We need more fish.
More fish. Should we go have a look?
Yes. Right, so it's decided we've got that one group already of the gold tetra, and right next door to them, conveniently, next up we're going to put a pair of Bolivian rams, and look at how good these Bolivian rams look as well. What I like about Bolivian rams is like they seem real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. 2 pairs?
2 pairs?
Yeah.
Yes, if you can. Well, is that why you're getting Martin to do it? Because he can see the pairs?
Matt's just said his eyesight's not very good.
My
these days,
eyesight,
so-
it's getting old.
No, that's that bottle of wine last night.
Yeah, that's it. No, Martin is better at sexing dwarf cichlids than I am, so I'm just, hand over. I know when to concede.
So we got the one group in already. We just thought we'd go with just a single one shoaling species. It just looks brilliant. We're going to add another. We thought it might take away, not add.
Yeah,
So
I think it
instead, we've gone for 4 rams, 2 pairs,
Yeah.
another feature.
Yeah.
Because we haven't even got the main showing yet. So
Are you good?
yeah, release. Yes. Do you reckon they're like instantly like, oh, this is amazing? Will these be bred or?
These will probably be bred in captivity. Yeah, they do breed fairly easily.
Look at that. It just looks real. Like if I zoom in this close and we can't see the edges, you wouldn't know we weren't in a river, would you? Isn't it cute how they're staying together as well?
They do look great.
What are we adding next? Not to move on too quick, but we've got a lot to get through.
Yeah.
Are we going to go for the cories and the catfish?
I think Corey's next.
Bottom dwellers.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going for the Napo. Is it pronounced Napo Corridor?
So they, I think their common name is like the San Juan Corridorus, but their Latin name is Napoensis. So I used to know them as the Napo Cory.
We'll go with that. It's easy to say.
Yeah.
And how many are we getting?
I've got 6 already, so I reckon another. Well, I'm going to see what 10 looks like. They're not a massive Corridorus. They don't get huge. So.
Yeah. But remember, the internet says you must have 80 Corridora together,
yeah.
or they're not comfortable.
I'll go and get some more then. We'll
Yeah.
just do them all.
Yeah. Yeah, 10's good. I mean, there's the Venezuelan.
Yeah, we've got a
As
nice
well.
group of Venezuelans. It's just, I think we'll see the orange in there. They would look lovely.
They definitely would, and they look so cute round there.
And
A lot
they're
of these
different
don't.
shape to these guys, because these guys are a little bit more, like their head shape's really different to a normal Corridorus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say.
What do you
they
reckon?
would go well.
Should we do both?
Yeah, I reckon.
Okay,
so.
10 and 10?
10 and 10.
Yes, because there's so much leaf litter.
Yes.
It's gonna be fine for them for an environment first of all, but also we're gonna see a lot more of them.
Yeah, I think they'll look really good. And they'll just be in and out of the leaf litter, playing around.
Yeah. Done.
Good.
We have our cories ready. We won for 10 and 10 of the Napo
Yep.
and the Venezuelan.
Orange.
Not Venezuelan.
No.
Venezuelan. Release the fish, Matt.
You ready?
Yeah. The gold tetra knows stuff's going on now, don't they? Whoa.
That last Venezuelan. There we go.
Sweet. So the idea between having the 2 groups is that they're going to go all amongst all of this leaf litter, and so we're not going to see them all the time, but it'll be really nice seeing them like this. Every now and again, just popping out, and where they're going to go. They're all grouped together, of course, and probably going to see them the most, like in my tank, with when you feed them,
Yeah.
and it comes to the foreground. But all good. Where's the rams? The rams are back there. Look at that. They're settled in a little home there. Oh, it's so real, isn't it?
Yeah, really looking really realistic. Really like the bottom of a riverbed.
We need a clean-up crew. Right, next in clean-up crew, and then it's discus time. Next up, we have got the clean-up crew, and we've gone for 6 whiptail catfish.
Yeah.
And how many autos was it?
10 off it.
10 auto sinkless.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those tanks that's going to require a huge amount of clean-up crew, is it? Because it's a Blackwater. There'll probably be a little bit of algae going on right underneath the light spots. But we don't need a huge crew. But we've got some interesting fish there, like the catfish, the whiptails. Just release them, Matt. Just
You ready?
let them go.
Let them go.
Whoa. Okay. Now look at those. Look at that. They're wicked, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to look great when they're older.
I didn't even, they blend in so well. Look at that. Did any go on the stick? Because I'm not going to see it if it went on the stick.
This one might in a minute. No, he's like a normal
Oh, that's a
rock.
shot right there. Look at that. Well, I think we're ready.
Ready?
I think we're ready for Discus.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the autos on the front glass.
Yeah, they're
You're
chilling.
You're spoiling the illusion.
Yeah. It's meant to look like a side shot of a river. You can't sit there.
Yeah. Okay. Where are the Discus, guys? In the Discus section, of course.
Discus.
So the Santarems. Let's go and have a look. So these are the Santarems, which is a natural coloration that you would see in the wild, especially in the environment that we've created that I'm pointing out that we can't see. You can just see the peace lily over the top. I mean, it's quite bluey light in here. They're going to look completely different in our tank, aren't they? How many we got there?
So there's like, I don't know actually, there's about 15, 16 in there.
Yeah,
Martin
I
knows.
think there was 18 of them.
18.
Originally, wasn't there? Yeah.
Are we going to put them all in?
No.
No. How many are we going to put in?
I think we decided about a group of 8.
Yeah, I think
Group
a group
of
of
eight.
8 would be nice because it would be a good shot. It would be big enough, and they'll be big enough to stay in there for quite some time.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at least 6 months.
Obviously, you wouldn't want 8 fully grown Discus. See what you've done there with the 6 months. You wouldn't want 8 fully grown in a 4 foot. Would you? People will, but
So yeah, when it depends. There's a lot of numbers that get chucked around online with Discus. I've seen everything from one adult Discus for 30 litres. So in theory, like a 300 litre tank, you could get 10 adult Discus in, all the way down to 1 per 45, 1 per 60, and so it really does vary. You know, again, as long as you're keeping your water quality good, clean, keeping the fish well fed, then in theory, yeah, you'll be all right with those numbers for long periods of time.
yeah, okay. But I think you're right though. 8 is going to look wicked. We don't want to overcrowd it. It's supposed to look naturalistic.
Yeah.
And it's not going to if it's just a block of fish, is it?
Block of Discus. I won't fit 8 in the pot either.
I don't think we're going to go over the pot with these, are we?
Probably not. No.
They just have to lay flat in there.
Yeah, we'll just stack them up.
Right, let's do it. We have the Santarems in a Haribo thing, container.
No, it's a
It wasn't
fish
my
food.
joke, it was Dave's joke, I've got to say. Got to give credit. Okay, so yeah, I wanted them in this because it just pours better in and it's going to look so much better. And it's not going to affect the light either.
And here we have the Discus, a beautiful species that must be protected at all costs. Release the
That kind of hurt my throat. You didn't know I could do that, did you?
I didn't know. I was quite impressed by it.
and here
The Discus are ready to go in. It'd be interesting to see where they go straight away. I want them to sit in this area.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, they might just sit in the
They might
bucket.
just stay, yeah, they love the Haribo. Look at that. Yes. Tell me what you're thinking, Matt.
They're looking great. Like already the coloration.
Oh yeah, look at that. Whoa. And the gold Tetras have gone into a bit of a frenzy.
I think I realised why.
Oh, is that an old food?
It was a flake food tub that I washed out. But there might have been a couple of bits, so they've gone into a bit of a feeding frenzy.
Well, it was a great shot.
Yeah, it's worked well. See, that's what you need to do in future.
Yeah. Feeding food in the pot that you release in.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh. Well, I think we can call this a success, can't we?
I think
Everyone, we can call this a success.
Yeah.
I think so.
We've done so well. Yes. And everyone played a part in it as well, didn't we? From like, you know, how we should set it up, even down to the last pebble.
Down to the last pebble. Yeah.
Let's get some more shots of the Discus. So what they're doing at the moment, we've got 2 over here for some reason. They've split apart from the group. They've had an argument, or they could be a pair, and they're already looking at this area, aren't they? And we've got 6 more over here. Is there 6 there?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 more in this corner. It's going to be a little while before they get completely comfortable.
Yeah. It'll take them a bit of time. Once they settle though, those colours will really pop out.
Once again, thank you guys for having me and for allowing me to do all this. Up next is going to be a long cinematic of the whole tank, because people sometimes say I don't film enough of the fish and too much of the sticks and the rocks. So yeah, stick around if you're up for that. If you're not, see you on the next one. Right, I'm just saying, guys, I think it needs cardinals.
No.
They won't let me put the cardinals in. What do you guys think? If you're still watching, comment below.